Hey guys, Josh here. Today we're going to be touring a great house built in 1921 on the West Side neighborhood. So this is actually a historic neighborhood. It was one of the first suburbs in Santa Barbara, and it actually used to be grazing lands. So it used to be grazing lands basically from Mission all the way down to the beach, and it turned into marshlands when you got closer to the beach. So this was one of the first suburbs as mentioned, and we're going to be touring a great house built in the 1920s. So let's go inside and have a look. It's a great place. So it's a great property just because it's really quiet, lots of privacy. You've got a great little sitting area out here, which is nice. You've got this natural timber siding here, and we're gonna have a look inside. Follow me. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and it's got all the charm of the Roaring 20s. So you've got these big baseboards, this beautiful timber flooring, and what's great about each bedroom in this house, you've got access to the exterior. So you've got side yard access from each bedroom, and then the exterior, the rear bedroom also has access to the rear yard. So we'll have a look at the rest of the bedrooms and keep looking through here. And so it's a fun house, great family home, great home to also just get up and go. It's not too big where you don't have to, call your neighbors to make sure everything's going well with it. And it's just a great house. So you've got this is one of the 2 bathrooms in the house. And the 2 bedrooms on the side, which will go into the 2nd bedroom, both share this, which is great. So you've got great access to full bathroom. You've got a great tub, all the amenities that you need for a nice, refreshing bath. So let's go back to the 2nd bedroom here. So as mentioned, each bedroom has exterior access. So you've got a great little stoop out here, and you've got all the charm that you need from the 20s. I mean, they just don't make this kind of stuff. The craftsmanship of the really thick moldings, the really thick baseboards, the little lights, and all the little windows and things like that. So they've done an exceptional job with, pocket doors are not something that you really see these days. And they just kept and ran with the original charm, which I really love. And even with craftsmen are not typical or typically light and bright outside, or even inside for that matter. They're usually just got this kind of more natural, darker espresso woods and things like that. But what they did well, I think, with this property is you've got the exterior more of the original craftsman style, but then the interior, they lightened it up, which is really, really good. And so the original owner, or actually he wasn't the original owner, one of the 2nd, 3rd owners, he was a colorist in Santa Barbara, and he would be hired by all sorts of different businesses, whether you were a restaurateur or if you were just any business that needed a refresh, you could hire him, and he would bring in his color palettes and really create this beautiful ambiance based on color. So that's what he did here. You can see this beautiful kind of goldy mustard color. You don't typically see this. The trend these days is obviously really pale colors and things like that, but I love that he stuck with his just creative element. And so then you've got your dining area here. You've got this beautiful just space. You've got all greenery here. So I think they did a really good job with pulling in the natural elements from outside with this just lots of natural light in here. And again, all the craftsmanship from the 1920s, all these little coves and these little bookcases and things like that that you don't see on a regular basis. This fireplace as well, it is a working fireplace, so when it does get cold, you just throw that in there, you sit, you can have some 2 chairs here and just enjoy yourself reading a book, watching TV, or whatever you do. So just a great living space. And then this is one of my favorite elements of the house. You've got these beautiful 1920s beautiful pocket doors that open into the sitting area. So we've got sitting room, living room. So originally back in the 20s, turn of the century, everything was very formal, as we know. So you used to have more formal dining areas, which was fun. So this used to actually be the formal dining area. So So you had your nice dining table. They are not as formal, and I think these days we're not as formal. So they just converted into more of a sitting family room. So you can have your TV, you can just, you know, sit down and enjoy the day. And again, you've got all these beautiful windows and a lot of beautiful landscaping that pulls in that greenery. And they're still, I love how they balanced everything with, just because it's a Craftsman, you still pulled in the darker tones, but they balanced it nicely with the neutrals as well. But he's still, like as mentioned, he's still a colorist. So you'll notice you've got the more white, then you've got a darker kind of like this smoky blackish gray, and then you've got this hunter green color. I'm not a colorist, so those who say this is not hunter green, to me it looks like it's hunter green, so I don't know. But yeah, so just this fun elements where you can just close this off and then just reopen it, and you've got all this old world charm. So she was built in 1921, so she's 100 years old to be exact this year. I love these doors, these natural timber doors, and this leads into the kitchen. So a great kitchen as well. So we're about 13 plus or minus 100 square feet. And I think it's just perfect. Like I said, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You've got all this space. You've got a nice island that can be movable as well. This comes with the house. You've got plenty of countertop space. I love these kind of old charming sinks as well. So they've just really respected what was here, and they didn't just gut everything and create something that that they just wanted to create and not respect what was here before. So this is the 3rd and final bedroom. So you've got plenty of storage space. They're using this as more of a just little office, just an extra bedroom here. And again, all 3 bedrooms have exterior access to the yard. So we can jump out here and as mentioned, so you've got all these little microclimates in Santa Barbara. So if you're, for instance, above Foothill, it's going to typically get a little hotter there. We are at the base of the mesa. So we've got an ADU above the detached garage, which is great, and it's accessible through an alley. So it's a private alley for the neighborhood, which is great, which is not typical of Santa Barbara as well. You usually have your garage in the front, you park in the front, so it has that kind of old world charm as well, with alleys and things like that. So all your garbage you're never going to see on the street, it's all accessible back there. The ADU as well has its own private entrance, completely accessible, separate from the house. So whether you've got friends or family that are staying there, if you've got it rented, whatever you want to do with it, you either have the freedom to see them or to not see them. You've got great little sitting area back here. You can get really creative with this space if you want to, or leave it as is. You've got beautiful lemon trees here. You've got an orange tree here. We're gonna jump back in here, and then we've got a little, this is the 2nd and final bathroom. And yeah, it's just got all the charm in the world. I love this house. I love even all these just little tiny windows, the really wide just framing of all of the doors and the windows. So just a great house. It is for sale. It's $1,695,000. I think it's a great, I think it's just a great deal. The West Side is a great neighborhood. A lot of people are moving in. It's great for families, great for single people, whoever you are. I think it's just a great house. It's really easily accessible to Santa Barbara. I mean, you don't have to jump on the freeway to get downtown. You can get up to the Mesa, which has great shopping and cafes. So it's a really great house. And yeah, so we'll go tour the ADU in a second. Hey guys, Josh here. Come on over to the ADU. So again, detached ADU. Behind this door is a 2-car garage, loads of space. You've got a sink in there as well. And the great thing also about this ADU is you've got your own washer dryer hookup. So they've got their own washer dryer. The front main house has its own washer dryer. So completely separate living. You don't have to share anything, which is great. So we're gonna come up this little flight of stairs. And I mentioned earlier, but we've got, we're in the west side and we're at the base of the Mesa. So the Mesa is another neighborhood in Santa Barbara. It's basically means tabletop. And then you've got the frontage of the ocean there. So we're at the base, the backside of the Mesa. So you've got this kind of nice coastal breeze that just jumps down into the west side neighborhood as well. And then you've got, this is kind of a cool element. This goes up to the loft. You can put a king size bed in there, queen size, whatever, naughty kids, whatever you want to do with that, storage as well. And this is a tenant occupied ADU. And then this guy's just has his bed down here. Really open studio kind of loft living here. And you've got a full kitchen, you've got a full bathroom, you've got complete privacy all the way around. You've got stacks of natural lighting, which is so fun. And just you're completely detached from the main house, which is great. So your 2-car garage, as mentioned, is downstairs. So if you want to tap dance, scream, no one's going to bother you. And then you've got your full bath here, shower, tub, and then you've also got your closet in there. So yeah, so this is Kowalski, as mentioned, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It is detached ADU, access to the alleyways behind this wall, and on sale for $1,695,000. All right, guys, cheers, take care, see ya.